everybody? Welcome to episode 181 of the Club JG podcast. I'm your host, yours truly, John Graham, aka JG. I got my man Delano Frazer in the building with me, my CNG brother. D Frazer, what's up with you, bro?
What up, man? Hey, first, the intro is fire. I'm gonna let you know that.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
Hey, man. So look, last week I talked about the top 10 quarterback list about that came out in 2025 for this upcoming NFL season. You DM the show and let me know, hey man, I got a few things to get off my chest about this list. So man, I'm gonna give you the floor and you just unload. Let me know what's got you ticked off about this list, this top 10. Real quick, I'm gonna recap it for you guys. Number 1, they had Patrick Mahomes. 2, Josh Allen. 3, Joe Burrow. 4, Lamar Jackson. 5, Jaden Daniels. 6, Matthew Stafford. Number 7, Justin Herbert. 8, Jared Goff. 9, can't see that right there, Jalen Hurts. And number 10, Baker Mayfield. Floor's yours, brother.
Man, first of all, I will say that, hey, look, if you want to come in at any time, put your 2 points in, go ahead, let me know. You can do that. But I'll start off with putting a quarterback, first of all, that's in his first year in the top 10. I think is a little wild, especially at number 5. Let's start that off. If anything, I think Herbert should have proved why you can't do that, because my man smelled one playoff game in the past his whole career. So that's right there. Let's just start that. And then you saw what happened with C.J. Stroud this past year. Even though I understand he came with a couple hiccups, missing a couple players with Tank Dell going out, and then Nico Collins getting hurt, and then his other receiver got hurt at one point too. Like, I understand a lot of ifs and ands, but if we're going to talk about top 10, I think you should be able to overcome those things no matter what happens, because especially in top 5, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's where we really need to find a baseline. What I've noticed, man, is everybody keeps moving goalposts, especially when it comes to the top 10. Like, let's get rid of that. And I don't understand why we haven't yet, especially as commentators, man, like talking about the game. Like, everybody's talking about the game knows ball. So let's talk ball. And in ball, we have a baseline for everything. I understand it's still objective and people have their views and whatnot, but at the same time, like, we're still talking ball. I guess I'll start off with the baseline that I believe should be with, all right? And I have another one for popular opinion on that note, and I'll get to that one. But I think the baseline that you should do, man, when it comes down to ranking these quarterbacks, man, take that quarterback and put him on the worst team in the NFL. How much better is that team? And rank it that way. Like, and just literally go from there. Because it gets a little weird, man, like when you start to bring in accolades and start like that, because everybody has different accolades, everybody has different game plans, everybody has different players. Like Joe Burrow, man, you have arguably the greatest duo in football right now. When you take them out the equation, what is Joe Burrow? Like, what is he? What is Joe Burrow? Sorry. What is he? Like, what kind of player is he actually? Is he still going to make those Patrick Mahomes plays like that everybody wants to talk about? And I think Joe Burrow still has been riding on being to the Super Bowl 2 years ago and hasn't smelled the playoffs. 4 years ago, my bad. 4 years ago. Hasn't smelled the playoffs in 2 years. But yet we're going to put him over top of Lamar Jackson because his only strike that everybody keeps saying to him now is he doesn't play his best in the playoffs. Well, guess what you can do? Play in the playoffs, good or bad, if you don't make it there. So how are we going to put him above him? And then this is the one thing, too, that they never keep on talking about. Like, they talk about all the passing yards and everything, and then the clutch factor of Joe Burrow sometimes. But nobody talks about the pick he threw at the end of the game to solidify the win. Everybody's quiet when that happens, but let Lamar do that. And once again, like,
They will murder him in media if he does that. To lose the game?
Exactly. Destroy him. My man had 2 fumbles, had a pick and then a fumble, or a fumble, a pick, whichever way you want to order it, because I'm pretty sure I think the fumble came first and then the pick, or I don't know, whatever. Either way, 2 turnovers in the first quarter, and they still run off of that. Played flawless in the second half. And it's always, Lamar played a great second half, but didn't do, but it's always that but, and then there it is, moving the goalposts again.
There's some commentators that flat out say that he was awful the entire game. And I'm like, well, you just didn't watch the game, bro. You just watched literally the interception and the fumble.
If you're going to went back and watch the highlights,
that he played awful the entire game in Buffalo. No, it wasn't perfect. Yeah. But hey, Mark Andrews, the ball's in your chest, bro. All you gotta do is just kind of catch it and fall back a little bit. Maybe we're having a different conversation. Maybe
100%.
But
I mean, the biggest one, honestly, isn't even the end of the game. It's the Mark Andrews fumble in the middle when we're momentum, man. We're moving. They could not stop us. Listen, I love Mark Andrews, man. I'm sorry. This one comes to being a vet. One thing that you got to remember is the environment you're playing in. And, bro, I play football. You already know. Like, it's snowing. Mark, you ain't never made a jump cut in the middle of the field. That ain't never been you. And I don't understand why he chose. I understand trying to make a play, X, Y, and Z, but you made the play. You caught the ball. We're moving the chains. We're keeping drives going. You already got the first. Like, there was no need to try and make that jump cut when you got 3 people coming at you and it's snowing. Like, ball control, like being a vet right there is the one thing I think where he should have harped on.
It just seems like staying with the Ravens for a little bit. It just seems like when the Ravens get to these playoff moments or playoff games in particular, they just stop doing the things that got them there. They stop being themselves. They try to do something else. And that's the worst possible time to do something different is the playoffs, right?
100%, man. It's the playoffs. But at the same time, and this is what it comes when, and I had to learn this as I got older, when you can't, it's like 5 in one hand, 5 in the other, man. You can't diminish your athletes because that's the worst thing you can do, man. You have an athletic quarterback. And on that note, the fumble that Lamar fumbled, nobody talks about the high snap. High snap, any other quarterback's taking a sack, lost to 5. Lamar's trying to make a play. And you don't know what's going to come after that. Like,
that's what I'm saying. We got to live with that. See, look, here's my thing with that fumble. We got to live with that, man, because as you and I watched, we have watched this man take bad snaps and fumbles
and do crazy things with it.
Make touchdowns.
100%.
Nobody else is doing that. So it's
nobody else.
It's a gamble. It's a coin flip. That time it didn't flip in our favor, but we watched this man do that countless times, and the coin flip is gone in the favor of the Ravens. So I don't kill Lamar for that fumble. The interception sucked because Bateman, they weren't on the same page.
It's communication. It's football.
So why now? That was my issue with it. Like, you guys have been on page with it, and look, things happen. Yeah, sometimes it's miscommunication. But it just seems like with one Lamar Jackson, when those mistakes happen, is magnified times 10.
100%.
We just don't see. I still don't think we seem to critique quarterbacks any the same as Lamar. I think it's just so totally different. There's more scrutiny. There's more added whatever. Now, some people will say because that's how good he is. But I feel like it's a little extra to it because I think a lot of people in their minds still don't want a guy like Lamar Jackson to be a successful quarterback and win a Super Bowl in the NFL. That's just what I've been noticing. I mean, I don't know.
I agree 100%, but at the same time, that's just my opinion. So I try not to think about it that way. But what's understood doesn't need to be explained. One of those type of things. You know what I mean? So okay. I try to take away that thought process of it and just try to look at straight ball. And whatever the other person's critique is, and I just nitpick at that. Like, you say this at the same time, but then you move the goalpost when it comes to this. Like, let's keep it real, man. Like, this is one of my things, too. Like, I understand Patrick Mahomes is a great quarterback. I'm never, ever, ever going to take that from him. However, take Patrick away from Andy Reid. Like, all jokes aside, like, let's really move him away from Andy Reid, and what do you have? Like, I understand, like, you have all these Super Bowls and stuff, but you have it all. Even with Tom Brady, let me keep it real. Tom Brady was greatest quarterback in the league, not even debatable, right? But what did they say when he was after the last Super Bowl he won with with the Patriots? What did they say then? To be labeled as the greatest quarterback, man, can he do it without Bill Belichick? What did he go do?
Year one in Tampa.
Year one. We want to talk about craziness. The first year on a different team, you go and you win a Super Bowl. Like, if
and
that
you,
don't
beat Mahomes.
And you beat Mahomes. Like, the guy, the next one up coming, you beat him just to prove your point. Like, if that solidified it. No questions, if fans or buts. But there it is, though. Everybody still had that but. Is he this? Is he this? if you take away Patrick from Andy Reid, man, like they average what 6.8 yards per throw. Are you really slinging a rock like that? Like, what are we talking about? It sounds like a great play, and from that throw, you got a first down off of it.
Well, brother, I can't believe you got me coming to the defense of Patrick Mahomes right now, man. I mean, I got to say that this is shocking. I got to say the Chiefs were being very smart, given with what lack of weapons they really had last year. Xavier Worthy's a rookie; he's not quite ready there. Rasheed Rice is out. Kelsey's not what he once was. You're not relying on the likes of Kadarius Toney or like whoever those other guys were. So you kind of have to be very methodic with the football, and there are obviously a lot of defenses are taking away the deep ball. They're playing two safeties deep, so you kind of are forced to like make the smart plays. So I understand the yards and everything, but not to
that's called coaching, is it not? Like that's what I'm saying. That's called coaching.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Like that's why Andy Reid is one of the greatest offensive-minded coaches. Like I mean, that's what he's been doing. He takes what he has, his skill sets, and hey, look, you were Xavier Worthy, fast as can be, man. I'm gonna give him the ball in a scheme where now I have a linebacker coming across the middle trying to catch him. Guess what? That linebacker's not going to catch him. Like you have to play zone almost against them. It's almost impossible to play man on man against that. And it's somebody has to make the throw. Of course, you got to make the throw, but we're NFL quarterbacks. Let's be real. Like a slant is I've been throwing this all year. Like let's keep it a buck. When it comes down to Patrick Mahomes, what makes him great is his clutch factor. And 100%, that is what makes him phenomenal. It still blows my mind that D linemen don't understand. You have to like kind of play it like the option. If Mahomes is running, that first person that's there, you have the quarterback. Don't worry about the little dump off behind. Like stop worrying about it because Patrick Mahomes, if you literally go back and watch film on him, man, that pump fake that he does catches everyone. And then he ends up scrambling for 15 yards after that. And it's always in big plays. You're
just so damn scared of what he's going to do with his arm. Like I think in the moment of a game, you can't help it. It's like in basketball. You got that one guy who is Steph Curry. You know he got a rifle. So if he pump fakes, yeah, I can use.
I gotta.
Discipline. You know who that is about to shoot the ball. So. You can't help yourself. So I feel like,
but that's why I said you have to like address it like it's the option. Like the end 9 times out of 10, depending on your scheme, you have quarterback. Like you don't worry about pitch man. Like, and if he does pitch it, and you happen to gamble and didn't worry about quarterback, cool. Now it's 2-on-1 because you have your linebacker coming over top to that had the pitch man, the running back. So that's why you like do that gamble and stuff like that. But when it don't work, you look stupid, especially against Lamar Jackson. You would look dumb because he faked that pitch and now you're all the way out yonder. He's gone for 50, 60 yards, like, and nobody's there. Nobody's gonna catch him. When you're in that mood when you do against the Chiefs, if Mahomes doesn't throw it, you make the tackle. Like you have a linebacker coming over top, like to make the tackle or interception or swat it or something. That's not your responsibility. You just have to play responsible football when it comes against them. Like, and that's across every down, first, second, third, fourth. It does not matter. You have to play responsible football. And that's it. But like I'm saying though, half of it is the scheming, like the offensive mind to get your players where you want them to be to make the plays that they want to be. But if you take that away from Patrick, though, man, like take Andy away in the schemes. Like I don't think I'm not saying he's not great because clutch factor is incredible. Like I'm just saying I don't think he's I don't think he's the best quarterback in the league. I'm gonna go ahead and flat out say it. Like I don't. You mean to tell me if you were a coach, right? You had Patrick Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen, and Joe Burrow. They just all became recruited in. And you ain't never seen them play at this level, and they're all competing for a starting quarterback spot. And you're watching practice. You mean to tell me, based off of practice, you're going to play Patrick Mahomes?
So who, in your opinion, is the best quarterback in the NFL right now?
I'm going to say it's a toss-up between 1 and 2 is with Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. They both are very unique at what they do. Josh is more of that Big Ben, man. And I guess this is like me, the Ravens and me, like, I hated playing against Big Ben, bro. He was just such a dominant force, and you could never get him down. But when it comes to electrifying and like making a play out of nothing, like Lamar, like no, that changed me. Lamar's the best quarterback in the league, man. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I'm just gonna say it because, like, for real, you got to think about half of the when the play breaks down. Like, who would you trust more with the ball in their hand?
I mean, I got to tell you, bro. Like the AFC, they call it the AFC 4 now: Burrow, Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar. I think you're in good shape with either one of those guys making something out of nothing.
Oh, great, but you gotta pick them. You gotta pick
Yeah,
one.
if you
gotta pick one. Somebody has to be number one.
Well, man, look, you know who I'm riding with. I'm a homer. I'm unapologetic on this show about how much of a homer I am. There's a Ravens flag in my background right now. I'm rolling with them, baby, because I've seen them do it. So I mean, you already know who I'm rolling with.
100%, man.
But staying with the list, I agree with you on Jaden Daniels. Number 5 being a little too high. We're not saying Jaden Daniels is not great. We're not saying he's not going to be great. He is going to be great. I just think it's way too premature.
Way too early.
You put a rookie now sophomore quarterback in the top 5 based off the greatest rookie season of all time. Let's give him that title. He beat out C.J. Stroud for previously his best rookie season of all time. I think it's a little premature.
I think it still goes to Herbert still has the greatest rookie season technically.
Really?
Yeah, Herbert still has it. Herbert balled out his rookie year. I'm gonna give him his flowers on that. He's been trashed since then.
Daniels in the MVP conversation now. He got his team to the NFC Championship.
I think it's not about winning at that point. We're talking. They use it as accolades, like your stats. That's what they do. And so Herbert's rookie year stats is what made him the greatest rookie season ever. He did numbers. I ain't even gonna hold you. He did numbers.
Interesting, but I want to get to that back 5 too. You talk about the clutch gene with Patrick Mahomes, how important that is with him. Well, there's a guy sitting at number 9 who has shown the clutch factor more times than not against one Patrick Mahomes in the biggest game of the year, being the Super Bowl. They have Jalen Hurts at number 9 right now, and I personally feel that is extremely disrespectful to the reigning Super Bowl champion and a guy who, by many people account, said that he outplayed Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl twice.
100%.
How is Jalen Hurts at number 9? Do you feel that's disrespectful? Where would you put him if not at number 9?
100% disrespectful. I'll just start with that. Like, it doesn't the same thing that they give Patrick Mahomes for being number 1, winning, right?
Yep.
How do you not give that to Hurts and then throw him at number 9 at that? Like, let's keep it a buck the whole way around. Like, stop moving the goalposts. Once again, everybody keeps moving the goalposts to fit their narrative, man. Like, Hurts, I'm sorry, you got to throw him up at 5 at least. And then now I'm at a toss up between, do I put him at Burrow? Because I don't take anything away from Burrow. His arm talent is ridiculous. I give him that. I think he has a better arm than Hurts, but I think when it comes down to the play of quarterback, everybody wants to talk about a type of quarterback. Last time I checked, there isn't a type of quarterback. Your position is quarterback, right? So what you do at the quarterback position should all that matters. Like, that's it. So if you do
not to cut you off, but this is the part that kills me when they talk about Burrow. It's like, who plays the position the best way? Who fills the job description the best way? Precision passing, the mind, all that extra crap. They say it's Burrow. I ain't taking it away from Joe Burrow. He's phenomenal. He had MVP numbers, probably maybe statistically the best season of his career, but the Bengals only won 9 games and missed the playoffs. But I hate the whole comparison where it's like you said, type of quarterback. What do you need the quarterback to do? Win.
You mentioned mind, right? Which is kind of funny too, because when you mention mind, that we're talking the first quarterback in my mind when I think of like a quarterback mind is goodness gracious, why I just draw a blank. Not Tom Brady, but
Manning.
There it is, Manning. Like, talk about coming up to the ball and scratch everything. This is what I'm going to do. The one play that always sticks out in my mind where I think Joe Burrow missed an opportunity to prove about his mindset when it came to that is versus the Ravens. Unfortunately, like, I'm not trying to be a crazy on everything Ravens, but you had 1-on-1 with a corner to the left and the coach called a tight end, like, I forget, it was like a slug, a slant and out route for the tight end. That was supposed to be the main target. But I'm sorry, bro. Jamar Chase has had a game. And I motioned Jamar Chase to see who's one-on-one. Oh, my God. I have my best receiver one-on-one to the left. No safety help. Why am I not throwing the ball that way?
That's what did them in that game at Cincinnati when they lost in the missed field goal. They called three straight running plays. Barely got any yardage, barely took any time. Nate Wiggins, who I'm a fan of, he's gonna be great. That's a rookie cornerback on Jamar Chase.
That's a rookie. See, look, and I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say that, but I was like, I didn't want to be wrong, and I think that maybe it wasn't him, but I swore it was. A rookie. I have a rookie versus a vet, one-on-one.
Nah.
Like, come on. And then let's take. Oh my God, when did Nate have his pick six? Was it that game too, or was that the second game? I don't remember which one it was.
I think it was at home actually. Because I think it was at home. Yeah.
All right, so I ain't going because I was listening. If it was gonna be that same game, oh my God, I'm definitely throwing it against him just because. But all right, it was a different game. But that's if anything, like, let me step up. I could do that. First of all, I'm gonna go to shotgun because taking a snap under center, every time I've done it, I mess up. I gotta practice that. But so I'm going to shotgun and I'm throwing a fade to Jamar Chase. Like, I'm sorry, or a slant. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm throwing it to the left. But they want to talk about, like, this guy's so good, but he can't even make a regular check to something completely obvious. Like, but we're gonna put him over Lamar though. We're gonna put him at 3 though. That's the third best quarterback in the league.
It's literally just living off of one playoff run to the Super Bowl that he didn't win.
That's it, man.
Nobody wants to talk about. Here's what's funny when it comes to Lamar haters. Like it's a lot like, the disrespect I see with Kobe Bryant, or disrespect with, like, other guys. Lamar Jackson is 6-1 versus Joe Burrow in the regular season. But Burrow doesn't have Lamar's defense. Well, here's my retort. You're not giving Lamar Jackson that excuse, so why should I give that to Joe Burrow?
100%, man. That's what moving the goalposts once again.
Why would I give that? Why would I give that excuse to Burrow? He's supposed to be that good. Figure it out, bro.
Come on, man. Let's talk about how many. Let's name some elite receivers that Lamar's had to throw to. Like, I mean,
they ain't no Jamar Chase. Love Rashard Bateman, love Zay Flowers. They ain't no Jamar Chase until Higgins. I'm sorry, that's not
exactly.
No.
Zay was the first Pro Bowler from
the first
Ravens
wide receiver drafted by the Ravens in team history to make the Pro Bowl
in his second year. Yeah. You ever peeped at how, like, the narrative kept changing though for him though? His first 3 years, Lamar can't throw the ball with a running offensive coordinator, mind you. So we have a running offensive coordinator that's not really prolific at throwing the ball or scheming to throw the ball. And then as soon as we get a passing offensive-minded coordinator, what happens? Destroys minds, wins MVP, and then has a historical season. The first quarterback to ever throw for 40 touchdowns and less than 5 interceptions. Like,
he doesn't win MVP.
And doesn't win MVP. That I'm not even. I will say I understand the MVP for Josh Allen winning it, because the dynamics for what the MVP is, it's not playing the best. It's how much did you mean to your team, and then you played good.
No, I'm gonna stop you right there, bro.
I mean, realistic.
It was a damn pity MVP for Josh Allen. We felt bad for you this whole season. We were cheering for you. You're the NFL's golden boy. You married Haley Steinfeld. We got to give you some hardwood, man. So damn, they go to MVP for you. That's what happened.
I hear that.
Hell, Lamar Jackson go 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions the entire season. The best freaking season for the guy who can't throw. Has one of the best QBRs to finish the season in the history of the freaking NFL. Only Aaron Rodgers and Peyton Manning had a better one.
I hear that, and I understand all of that. If you take Josh Allen
for your 16 one-yard push touchdowns, we gonna give you the MVP, my guy, because we love you.
I'm just saying, like, first, to make it as far as they did, right? If you take Josh Allen away from that team, as a coach, man, who you about to lean on? Give me one player I'm about to lean on with that team.
Who the hell are you gonna lean on without Lamar Jackson?
Derrick Henry. The Titans did it for years. But either way, the point is
load the box with 12 guys.
How is that work? Last time I checked, the Titans are okay.
He's not the same.
Derrick Henry.
He's not the same.
I get it, but that's my point is who would you have somebody to at least think about? You have a player that you can, hey, look, we got to stop this guy. Like, Fair. That's it. That's my only point of why I understood. I don't agree, but I understood why he was picked over Lamar that year. That's the only thing that I say. And once again, like I don't mind being wrong, but at the same time, like if I'm gonna look at somebody else's viewpoint and say, all right, you know what, that makes sense. And if it don't, I'm gonna say it don't make sense. Now I'll say something else because that was stupid. But that made sense to me. Where if you had to choose one, and I know it was there, especially as far everybody ripped them off. Like they were like, nah, they're not about to do nothing this year. That was supposed to be a rebuilding year for them. And my man took 3 unknown receivers and made it to the AFC Championship. I mean, that's hard to argue. It's hard to argue.
No, that's fair. That's a very good point. I understand it. I feel it. But, the last point for the list. A couple of guys that didn't make it that I thought was interesting. No CJ Stroud and no Brock Purdy on this list, and no Dak Prescott. Which of those 3 guys do you believe should definitely have been in the top 10 out of those 3 guys I just mentioned? Now, you got to remember, before Dak Prescott got injured, a couple years ago, he was second in the MVP voting. Brock Purdy just got paid. CJ Stroud famously had the best rookie season of all time before Jaden Daniels went ahead and got to the NFC Championship. What are your thoughts on that one?
What are the names again? Said CJ
Stroud, Dak. Purdy, or Dak?
Oh man, for real. If I got to be real, man, I got to go Purdy, because they moved the goalpost with him too. He can't do this, and this when he don't have all 3, and he finally didn't have all 3. And if you really watch film on it, like he did decent, man. He did good enough to outplay those guys. Like Dak's problem is his own. It's his own. He's in his own way. I don't know what he thinks when he does throw the ball and do stupid things. He reminds me of Dak reminds me of Baker Mayfield a little bit, man. Like Baker's a phenomenal quarterback, man. But then there's just like a play or two where you're like, why did you throw that? Like that was he has Brett Favre moments. There you go. That's the best way to put it. Like you could sling the rock, everybody knows you're talented, but then it's just like you forget what you do best and then just say, let's see what happens. And Dak does that all the time. You have CD Lamb, man. He's not your first read every single time. I don't know why why do we even have him, man? Like one of the best receivers in the league, and you look at him second. Like I don't care what the play is supposed to be for. I'm looking at CD Lamb. Like every play, I'm like, hey, CD, you know I'm looking at you, right? Like I know Coach wrote up that I'm supposed to be throwing it to this guy, but if you're open, I'm going to throw you the ball. Like just get open. And 9 times out of 10, he's always open. That's what it comes down to being a receiver in this league. It's not everybody can catch. Like I'm gonna keep it real. Everybody is supposed to catch. Everybody has plays where they don't and they drop the ball. But however, you're an NFL receiver, you can catch. The biggest thing and the hardest thing is getting open. You don't have a better route runner than CD Lamb on your squad. Like I'm gonna throw you the ball. I'm gonna look at you first. And it's just like they forget to do that. Baker, you have Mike Evans. Even if you're not open, I think I'm probably gonna throw you the ball still. Like you're bigger than half the corners out there. Like I'm gonna throw you 50-50 balls like Joe Flacco did with Anquan Bolden. Like I'm pretty sure you're gonna come down with it 9 times out of 10. Like keep it.
No, 100% agree with you. So you're saying Brock Purdy should be in the top 10. Who you taking out? Who you taking off that list to put Brock Purdy in?
Oh, I'm still taking Herbert out that list. I don't even think he should have made it. I don't know why he's even there.
I'm right there.
I don't. They look at like this. The narrative for Herbert, why everybody keeps him up there, is once again just his statue of. If you look at him on paper, you're like, oh, this guy is a great quarterback. And then he gets out on the field, and you're like, "You sure this is the same guy? Like, this the dude you're talking about? This is how tall is he? That is him. Yeah, no. I think we're gonna let's. Who else we got? That's what you really should say. Like, like I'm sorry, man. I don't understand why they even like thought about his name when it came to the top 15. Really, like I understand you look.
It's the potential. It's the stealing. It's Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah, potential is great when we're drafting quarterbacks, but bro, you've been in the league for 4 years.
5.
Well, over 4 years, my bad, like 5 years.
We
Like,
didn't see you blow a 30-point lead in the playoffs, and we didn't see you absolutely stink up the joint in your latest playoff game.
Man, that 30-point lead should have solidified him at top 20, and you gotta make your way up like from there.
And people for a while it was a debate that Justin Herbert was better than Lamar Jackson. Again,
come on, man.
They slide Lamar Jackson in these little narratives.
Wasn't that after his MVP year though too?
Right, MVP year.
Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? Like, when it's every single time we just move the goalposts of Lamar so good. It's because he does so many great things, honestly, man. Like, they talked about that Joe Burrow throw when he was horizontal for a solid 2 months. And then you look at Lamar, like, bro, he does crazy things every week. And it's just like, that's just Lamar. Oh, but do you remember when Burrow did this?
You know, fatigue. I keep hearing that word fatigue when it comes to. So y'all tired of watching greatness?
That's what it sounds like. Apparently, if you just keep on being great.
Talking about Mahomes with the stuff that he does. Oh, that's Patrick Mahomes. He's chasing Tom Brady for. No, let's be consistent here. If you either just don't like. I'd rather honestly people just come out and say, look, I don't like Lamar Jackson. I would say it. Just say it. But I would say, hey, I don't want Lamar to succeed. I don't like the guy. I think Mahomes looks the part more.
Mm-hmm.
Just say that more. I would respect you a lot more if you said that.
The funny thing is the NFL tried, man. They tried to make him be a receiver. And he had to step up and be like, nah, I ain't doing that. So then it was like, oh, all he could do is run. And he was like, yeah, I could do more than that. And then it was like, oh, man, he just can't win playoff games. He was like, oh, yeah, I could do that too. And then it's like, oh, he just can't win the Super. You see how it just keeps moving further and further and further away?
And check it out. When he does, and I do believe Lamar Jackson will win a Super Bowl in his Ravens tenure. I believe that will happen. The next question is, well, you can't do it again.
Yeah, you already know that's what it is. But can you win two?
Can you catch Mahomes?
Look, it's funny. I was thinking about this today. Joe Namath. So I don't know. So my grandfather won Super Bowl III with the Jets, the only Super Bowl they ever won. So he tells me about how great Joe Namath was all the time. And Joe Namath, when I actually went back and watched Joe Namath's film, I hope you don't see this and get mad at me, but I don't think he was that great, man. Like, to be completely honest, he really wasn't that good of a quarterback. And if you watch, if without that guarantee that we gonna win, which they had no business winning, and him coming win, I don't think we even talk about Joe Namath. They ranked him in the top 10 of greatest quarterbacks ever. And I'm sitting here like, what are we talking about? Like, how is he up there? Like, my man was known. They made him a captain, right? This is a funny stat people might not know. They made him a captain just to give him some responsibility. Because my man, his nickname was Broadway Joe, because he was just out partying all the time. So they were like, maybe if we make him a captain, he'd be more of he'll calm down a little bit. Yeah, that didn't work. My man just made a guarantee that we gonna win, go out and win. Mind you, almost lost that game because they finally brought in Johnny Unitas, who ended up leading them to almost winning that game, which was kind of crazy if you go back and watch that Super Bowl. But yeah, that was just another little take that I thought about earlier today. But let Lamar, if he goes out and gets the Super Bowl, he guaranteed they was going to get a Super Bowl out of him. So is that going to solidify his greatness too? That's the question I want to know.
No, 1,000%. Guys, spirited debate here. We are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with my man Delano. We got more for you. Thanks for coming to Club JG. We'll be back in a little bit. Hey, welcome back to Club JG, episode 181. I'm here with my man Delano Frazer. We just got finished up breaking down the top 10 lists of quarterbacks. But here on Club JG, we are not just about sports. We dive into different topics in pop culture, and we also get into a couple things with the dating world. So, as many of you probably heard by now, rapper Meg Thee Stallion is now dating NBA soon-to-be legend, soon-to-be Hall of Famer Klay Thompson. And, recently Meg made a comment, saying that, and again, it was something very simple. All she said was that Klay was the nicest guy that she's ever dated, and the first person, so to speak, to treat her nice. Now, most of the time that you hear that quote, and it's like, okay, cool, he's being a nice guy. It's kind of what you're supposed to do, right? But this sent Twitter into an absolute spin because, especially with, let's be honest, with the guys, because the narrative is that's not necessarily a good thing. I saw a quote on Twitter saying that after she made those comments, the guy said, generally, the worst thing that you can hear from a woman is, quote unquote, you are the first person to treat me nice. And I got a video here that's going to further explain that. I'm going to let you check it out, and I'm going to give you the floor, and I'll respond to you right here. All right, here you go right here.
After a cycle of dating toxic men, or maybe you were the toxic one, you are going to date a really nice guy. He is going to be so good to you. That is not your man. This is the first guy that has given you the bare minimum treatment. This is the first guy who has showed you what the foundation of dating someone should look like. Kindness, thinking of the other person, opening doors for you, literally the bare minimum. And you're gonna be like, oh my God, the love of my life. This is not the love of your life. This is just a dude. I understand because that happened to me. It's happened to a lot of my friends. It's that first healthy relationship that you get into after a cycle of toxic ones. This is your opportunity to take a step back, and instead of attaching yourself to this human being because they're giving you the bare minimum, you need to understand what it is that you actually want in a relationship, in a partner. You need, after a cycle, to understand if you are the person that you want to be with yet. You have this idea that this person is the one for you because they're kind and nice, but that is the bare minimum. You should have more outside of just the kindness that they show you in the relationship to build a long-term relationship. That's not your man. I promise you that is not your man.
Yeah, that was a lot. I mean, D-Frazer, make some sense out of this, man. Is she speaking facts here? Like, should we be worried that Klay Thompson is honestly, without, and we'll use a football term here, the bridge quarterback? Now, for those who aren't big into football, the term bridge quarterback is this is the guy we're going to set the table for the future, the next franchise quarterback to come in and take over the franchise. We want to show normally he's a rookie, like, hey, you see this guy? This is how we want you to play. This is what we want. But then we're going to move on from the bridge quarterback and turn over the keys to the new guy. That's why I use the term bridge quarterback. My brother, you just saw that video. I'm sure you got thoughts spinning in your head about this. What are your thoughts?
Oh, man. So who was the quarterback that got hurt before Tom Brady came in? You remember his name? I can't remember it off top. Drew Bledsoe. All right, man. So Drew goes down. They bring Tom in, the bridge quarterback, right? And he did what? End up going to be the greatest quarterback in history. She made one little comment of one thing that she could possibly like about him. And this, I don't know who that girl was, but man, she just made a statement that like that was all Megan saw in him, I guess, which is kind of a little strange. But either way, like let's even back it up a little bit more. He's the nicest guy that she's ever met. Last time I checked, to be irreplaceable, you have to strive to be different. So my man just did something that nobody else could do on top of whatever accolades he wants to have after that. I mean, I'm a little confused of why she's knocking. It sounds like females just hating on other females when they're happy. Like, I don't understand that. I've never quite got that take that they do sometimes. Like it's weird. It's kind of strange.
Yeah.
I don't know. How do you feel about it? Like that's another opinion.
Yeah, I got a couple of thoughts about this. Now for starters, before I preface my comments, I could be wrong. Let's just make sure I know I could be wrong.
I would say the same.
Make sure that we understand that. Meg is saying that Klay's the nicest guy that she's dated, right? Now, you would think that's kind of like what you should expect of someone you're dating, right?
I would think.
But when a guy, but it's wild. I read the comment and it's like, all right, look. Sometimes you can be the perfect guy and show her like this, the basics, thoughts like, hey, I'll give you some flowers. I'll be nice to you. I'll hold the door open for you, like the girl was saying in the video. Just be a nice person to you. Sometimes it really is that simple, and it really could be absolutely nothing. Meg could just be saying that, and you know what? It's true. Klay's a nice guy. First of all, I think I'm pretty happy for the both of them. I think that's an awesome couple right there. But
100%.
Most guys, and I'll be honest, look, it's a trauma response for a lot of guys when you say something like that. It's a trauma response because there have been times where a girl will have the guy that she wants, saying that, hey, he's doing all the things that she requires. He's being nice to you. He's doing nice things, and it's like, okay, cool. Thank you for showing me what I want. I want to go out and get what I want now.
I'm gonna pray I go find it later on.
And the thing is, like, you hope. And the thing is, like, it happens more than you think, man. It's just like you're left sitting here wondering, like, okay, what the hell did I do? Now, if I've been in Klay Thompson's shoes a couple of times in my day, but it's like, you know what? My first thought is, okay, cool. I'm doing a good job. I'm treating it nice. 1 hour later, my head is starting to spin, and now I'm like, what the hell did I get myself into? Who have you been dealing with before me? If I was so nice to you,
I didn't think I was that nice, but apparently I am.
Yeah, but I'm like, all right. I mean, this is nice, but who the hell you been dealing with before me? Like, I'm a little worried now. Like, is there something else I need to know about the past? Like, just speaking about the comment, that's the reason why there's so much kind of like stirring going on in the mind of most men when you hear, "Oh, you're such a nice guy. You've been treating me very nice." Because in the past, it leads to best friend, bestie, like, let's be
that term.
No, it's not. I don't really see ourselves being long term, so let's just be best friends and besties, right? While I find somebody else that does what you do, but has more of what I want.
No, man. But they always say, man, nice guys finish last, man.
Unfortunately, that's been the quote that follows around.
Look, the competitor in me,
bad guys have a class, all that. You know what I mean?
The competitor in me never wants to finish last, but at the same time, it doesn't mean I'm gonna do something crazy to finish first. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to like cheat in the game just to finish first and be fake. Like, that's pretty much what I feel like she was trying to tell. Like, bro, don't be a nice guy. You need to be fake and be an asshole. Like, so you can keep her. Like, that's whack. That's even whacker than anything else I can think of.
Wow, but when you see, because even Shaq chimed in and said that he don't think that the relationship's going to last, specifically because of what Meg said with those comments, because Shaq knows too.
She could have been put on the spot though. Like, maybe she wasn't ready to talk about her relationship, and then hey, like, I mean, that's an ultimate, like, a first thing that you think about though when you think about your significant other. Like, she's really nice. Like man, like, and that's just coming off the dome. Like, I didn't go into detail. You ain't tell me to write an essay about it. Like, if you gave me some prep time, like, I Batman the hell out of this, right? With all the things I need to write. Like, but just off the dome, when I'm freestyling it, like, I just go straight with yeah, that's really nice. It's universal, and it's like there's really no kickback to saying that she's like. Well, I didn't think there was kickback possible of saying someone's nice, but apparently there is now.
You didn't think that at all. Like, it's a simple comment, like, "Hey, he's been very nice to me." And like, okay, cool. Something right here, because I'll tell you about a situation I recently went through. I was dealing with this girl, right? Everything was cool. Like, I'm being nice and everything. She's like, I'm really feeling this guy. Everything's nice. In her head, she's like, something ain't right. There's no way a guy can be this good and this nice without hiding something.
They got a term for that.
Look, we're not even together yet, bro. This is the talking stage. This woman went through my medicine cabinet, bro. When you a dude that got a bathroom sink, all the stuff you need to get ready in the morning is sitting on your bathroom sink. We ain't going in the medicine cabinet. We're not looking for no damn makeup and eyeliner. No,
I can't tell you what's in there.
This woman went in my medicine cabinet looking for stuff. And I find out later that this is why I messed up, because I ain't clean out my medicine cabinet in a minute.
I mean,
my ex happened to leave some makeup wipes in the damn medicine cabinet. Again, I didn't know this because I don't go in my medicine cabinet. The only time I'm going into my medicine cabinet is if I'm sick and I need some medicine, or if I'm looking for a specific cologne to go out with, a specific one. Like, you know what I mean? The one where it's like, all right, this is one of them nights. Let me grab that specific cologne that's in the medicine cabinet. Other than that, I'm not going in there, bro. So how the hell am I'm going to know that my ex left some goddamn makeup wipes in my medicine cabinet? They're dry as a bone. So clearly, no one's been there in a very long time because they dry as a bone. But she done went snooping, and then she done found out, like, nah, I done found him out. He dealing with somebody else. The whole time with nothing going on.
You'll find anything, man, if you go looking for it.
Again, I am not saying this is all women. Please hear me when I say this is not all women. But some of y'all take it there when as soon as something's like, this is too calm.
Too good to be true.
Something's wrong. Let me figure it out. Let me go full detective mode and find something that's not even there. I'm gonna make something up and screw it all.
Unnecessary, man. That's all that is, man. Unnecessary. I mean, hey, that's a win on your point, man, because I guess that's guys showing you, hey, look, hey, check this out. Hey, look, here's my question. Was she a really nice person? Is she the nicest person that ever treated you?
The nicest girl I ever dated? No. Was she nice? Sure. But
okay, well, if somebody would have asked you what do you like about it, you would have started off with she's a really nice person. Hey, look, but then it's what comes after that.
Yeah, normally what comes after that is like, okay, yeah, she's nice, and then there's other stuff that is nice about her. But then it's like, all right, hold on, she didn't went to my medicine cabinet, and now she didn't question me about stuff involving past relationships now a couple of times now. So in my head, I'm like,
See, that's the maturity thing that comes after that.
Guy, you trying to tell me something here? Like, should I run?
Or at least be able to have a conversation like, hey, what's the stuff in your medicine cabinet? And be like, oh, my ex must have left that. Oh, all right, I understand that. Like that should have been it. Like,
we know damn well it ain't stopping there.
And they look, there it is. That's the problem. That's half of it right there. She wanted to find something.
That's what I'm saying.
If you want to find something, you go looking, you won't find anything.
I genuinely did not know they were still in there, bro. I don't go in there. I don't search and clean out. Now, look, I'll do a better job now. I'll check my medicine cabinet in case things are left in there.
You learned.
Because apparently, if something's in the damn cabinet, I'm hiding something.
Yeah,
so,
which is why we gotta do, man. We gotta overthink to other people's overthinking, which is, I'm leave it at that.
That's why we are. I'm not going to say I'm worried about Klay Thompson because Klay Thompson's had a hell of a record. We don't talk about this enough. Klay Thompson's had a dating history like no other. It's up there with A-Rod and whoever else. We just don't really talk about it because Klay Thompson's a real low key, laid back dude. So, I'm not shocked that Klay Poole made the sign first of all, but it's just little comments like that where it's like, hold up, nicest guy, that's not good. We can't be nice. We can't be a nice person. We got to show some. Show some attitude, show be mean at times and everything. Just kind of make it be like, no, don't worry, I can change that. I can make this a little.
That's it too, man. Because Klay's already.
I can soften him up just enough, but I still need to be like kind of have a little attitude. Kind of be an a-hole.
Yeah, right? It wouldn't even be like a thing to talk about. I feel like if he like portrayed himself like that on the court, like if he was out there like Ron Artest, like oh, but then you hear he's the nicest guy ever. You're like, oh, okay, all right. This wouldn't even be a conversation to talk about. But because he's already seemed as a nice guy, my man got a tray and a half when he shoots. And then they're like, oh, okay, oh, so you're decent, you could ball, you're nice in the corner, you don't really talk trash that much. All right, maybe a little too nice. That's how the narrative goes, which is stupid.
The weird stuff that we encounter in our dating lives. I'm gonna say that this honestly is gonna end up being a whole lot of nothing. Maybe Klay's just nice, and maybe Meg is just happy to deal with a nice guy for a change. Exactly. We wish him the best of luck. I got no beef here. I love Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion together. Fellas, don't overthink it. Be yourself. If she calls you nice, just keep being nice and keep being yourself. Don't listen to that little devil on your shoulder saying, "Nah, this is a bad idea." Be meaner. Just be yourself. That's the main thing.
Be yourself, man. Don't let the world change you.
So Damian Lillard is now going back to the Portland Trail Blazers. Signed a 3-year deal, no trade clause. He's 35. I understand. From a sentimental perspective, from an emotional perspective, connection to the city and all that, I get it. Portland loves Damian Lillard. He's a legend, maybe the greatest player they've ever had in their franchise's history, one of them anyway. And yeah, they love him. They love and appreciate the guy. I get all that. You want to be where you're loved and appreciated. The way that Milwaukee let him go was pretty harsh. The guy just has guys just tears his Achilles, is done for the year, likely done for next season. And the Bucks just kind of just up and cut him. Then there's rumors going around that Giannis not know that they consult him about it. They just go out and do it. Giannis, it turned out Giannis was pretty surprised that it happened. I get it, but man, start writing the obituary for Damian Lillard's career because it's over. Portland was bad when Damian Lillard was there. They're not. You think they're going to be any better now? It's you, Drew Holiday, and a bunch of guys that I don't even know. Donovan Clingan, former national champion from UConn Huskies, playing center. Okay. DeAndre Ayton's no longer there. Yeah, you got Chauncey Billups as your head coach, who I'm a fan of. But this is not going to get it done. I'm sorry. I don't know why Damian Lillard chose to go back to Portland outside of those emotional and sentimental reasons. From a basketball perspective, purely basketball, this was a horrible choice. Why in God's name would you want to go back to Portland with this roster that they have right now? They're not anywhere near close to competing in the Western Conference. They're just not. I pleaded and lobbied for years for Damian Lillard to get the hell out of Portland because he was wasting his career with the Blazers. He was wasting it. His best years, wasting it. He had a chance to sit back and chill and let other teams, move pieces around and see if they could get him. I thought the Boston Celtics could have got him. I thought the Lakers could use him. I thought the Warriors could possibly use Damian Lillard to go along with Steph Curry. Teams that actually have a chance to actually compete in the West and, dare I say, go for a championship. Portland's got no chance. So I don't get why Damian Lillard is just decided to absolutely throw away his career like this. If I'm being totally honest, that's how I feel. I feel bad for Damian Lillard, the basketball player, because this is not a good basketball decision. It's just not. You can't tell me that the Portland Trailblazers are a good decision from a basketball perspective for the likes of Damian Lillard, even though he's coming off of an injury such as the Achilles at 35. You can't tell me that's the best basketball decision. What about it makes you think this is a good idea? I don't see it. You had other better opportunities. You'd been better off staying in Milwaukee, even though that didn't work out. You guys didn't even win a playoff series with you and Giannis on the floor. Now, injuries obviously had a factor, but regardless of that, you didn't win a playoff series in Milwaukee. But you had a better chance there than you did in Portland. So Damian Lillard's a loyal dude. He loves Portland, clearly, that he chose to go back there. But it's just from looking at it from the outside looking in, as a basketball fan, I don't understand it. I think he's just flat out throwing his career away. Yeah, I have no doubt he'll come back and be Dame. He'll be effective. He'll put up some 30 and 40-point games. But Portland ain't going nowhere. It's going to be empty. I think it's going to be empty calories from now until Dame decides to retire. And it's unfortunate. He's one of the better players in the NBA that you enjoy watching, but you want to see him at least have a chance for a championship. He's got no chance for Portland. So from that perspective, it's pretty sad.